Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm back live in my YouTube studio today, guys. And yes, I'm back to talk about my new clothing line, AJ, etc., and my new documentary, the cover up deaths of c- celebrities, of celebrities. And we're going to be talking a lot in this new documentary. And with my new clothing line, AJ, etc. So yeah, a new movie and documentary. A new movie and documentary is called AJ the International Superstar. And if you didn't watch my latest YouTube video on my grandma Jean, I did a full live tribute to my grandma Jean. I love y'all. I'm also releasing my new movie, AJ the One Only Greatest Superstar Ever. This live video will also contain paid promotion. How you guys doing today? I hope y'all is having a wonderful early Friday morning. It's Friday. It just turned Friday about 40 minutes ago. Sorry, guys, I was teaching. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, how you guys doing? But yeah, guys, how are you today? And we will be talking about a lot of stuff. My new clothing line. Hey y'all. We're gonna talk about my new movie, like, and my clothing line in a minute. Oh, I'm coming. I'll be back, y'all. Hey guys. What y'all want to talk about? Please comment. I'm releasing my new book today called AJ the International. I'm releasing a movie, documentary, and book. I told y'all I was releasing all this soon. It's May 8th. May 19th is the full release. May 19th, 2023, Friday, May. And guys, I've been hurting. I got a boil in my mouth. It ain't as bad as it was earlier, but as you can tell, my look, there it is. I got a boil and eh, it's right there. I see. I don't know where it came from. I think it's from stress. I'm not stressed out or nothing. I don't know. But yeah. I gotta boil, and that's why I've been trying to kind of, I've released about a lot of videos, a lot. That's why after these last couple live videos I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a break, and I'll come back later on and do broadcasts and stuff live on my PlayStation 4 and play GTA Online and stuff. But, it's just a boil. It's not that bad, but it's okay. It's all good. I'll be live till about 1:30, I think, somewhere around there, 1:30, 1:45. Whenever, I'll figure it out, guys. I will let you guys know. Guys, I'm gonna talk about Miss Marilyn Monroe. She's about this next month, June 1st, 2023. She will have her 97th birthday. She'd be 96 years old right now, guys. About to turn 97 next month, June 1st. She was born June 1st, 1926. She sadly passed away on August 4th or 5th of 1962. That's been 60 years ago. She was 36 years old, and ever since her passing, it's been very highly publicized about her death, that it was an overdose or suicide or this and that. In my opinion, I feel like it was a cover up death as well, because she had John JFK, the president, the 35th United States president that was assassinated. It's crazy how she passes away. She dies in 1962 at the age only 36 years old. She lived a long life in a short time, yes, but still she was young but to be 36 years old. She was almost 40. She was 4 years from being 40, but still she was a young woman, but she lived a long life in a short time. Yes, just like Selena did. But it's all good, guys. We're going to continue to talk about the Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina series that I'm doing I'm also gonna do it on my podcast show, the H.A. Jones the H.A. Jones podcast show slash H.A. Jones. But this is my main YouTube channel, my main first YouTube channel that I post everything on. I got 150 total YouTube videos on this YouTube channel. Yes, guys, this YouTube video will contain paid promotion. Hey, y'all. I love you guys, and make sure you like and comment and your name for attendance, YouTube attendance. I'll be right back, y'all. Hey y'all.
Hey, 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 it's Tia, baby. And I am back with another video. So today I'm going to talk about a couple of important things. I'm going to talk about the booty. So I've gotten it's been a lot of debate over the years, for a very long time, actually over the past decade, that Selena allegedly had butt implants, um, primarily done by the alleged affair that she had with the Dr. Martinez, which I believe was totally false. If you haven't checked out my video when I talked about the alleged affair with the doctor, get out. I did it a couple of years ago. So yeah, check that out. But we're not going to get into that. We're going to get into fake foodie. So I looked up. I went on. It wasn't Spotify. I think it was Apple. Some app in Apple where you can like listen to different podcasts. And I was listening to this girl, Anything for Selena. I think that's the name of her podcast. And she talks about different topics about Selena. And one topic she was talking about was booty, like big booties in the Hispanic community, primarily in the Mexican um, community because I think she's Mexican American, and it's very prominent in the Mexican community amongst women where their body shapes are really curvy and they're known for the big booty. And she also talked about different celebrities that are known for their booties. And she talked about that, African American women and Hispanic women were known for big butt. And she talked about Kim Kardashian being, a white woman who is known for her big booty. Now there it has been rumors that her butt is not real, allegedly, but she clarified the rumors when she did that episode on Keeping Up with the Kardashians some years ago, where she went to the doctors and got a butt x-ray and it was no sign of silicone in her butt. Now, that doesn't really, back then I thought, okay, well, maybe it is real.
It's
But
not.
that doesn't mean that it was.
Selena's butt is real because she danced every day on stage. Kardashians is because she got plastic surgery. There's a difference.
Still, real because she could have got a BBW, not BBW, BBL, I think,
Yeah.
something like that, where they transfer fat from one area to another. And so maybe they transfer fat from one area of her body on Kim Kardashian and put it in her butt so it can, you know, give a replica of a real booty. I mean, but it could be real, but you also got to look at genetics. You got to look at, also got to look at, the family line. Now,
Because look at Black China. She almost died from having plastic surgery. You have to be careful with it, especially if you know, you're young too. I mean, it don't really matter with the age, but it's just you have to be careful with plastic surgery altogether. If you're gonna get something done, I totally support you. It's just be careful. Don't get a If you have one surgery, just have one. Don't keep having constant more and more plastic surgeries because that's just gonna lead to look what happened to Michael Jackson. You don't want that to happen. Well, that happened from pigment mutations or something like that with Michael Jackson.
You remember when he got the Pepsi commercial in 1984, his hair got caught on fire. People say that's one of the reasons, but there's so many speculations. I never was one of the ones that said that Kim Kardashian had a fake booty. I thought her booty was real, you know, in the beginning, because it was like pleasantly portioned and it looked real. And I mean, her mom is not a skinny person, and most of her sisters were, you know, had a little bit of cushion in their backside. But then over the years, like recent years, her backside has become really enormously big to the point where it didn't portion with her leg. So in my opinion, I think now it seems like her butt is not real, but I could be mistaken. Um, but the girl also talked about J Lo, and how she was a perfect fit for playing Selena because her curves were similar to Selena. And this was from Suzette Quintanilla was saying, had said that about, J Lo and other people in the camp have said that. Now I don't know if I talked about this. I think I talked about it in another video that I did that I compared the two in the video. But yes, Selena and J Lo are very curvy Hispanic women, but in different ways. Now, J Lo is curvy, and she does have a big butt, but her butt is shaped different than Selena's. Her butt is more wide. Selena protrudes out. So it's like, yes, J Lo has a big butt for her stature, but because she has wide hips, it gives the illusion that she has a bigger butt, but really it's not as big as Selena's, and it's not that big because she's more wide, and she gets that from her mom. Her mom has a wide hips. Now, Selena, on the other hand, she has thick thighs, and her butt protrudes out versus her butt being wide. She doesn't have wide hips. She has a narrow hips, but it's pleasantly portioned. But her butt sticks out more. Is more curvy and it sticks out more, and her thighs are really thick. And she gets that from her mother because I've seen pictures of her mom, or even videos of her and her mom is short and stocky, on the bottom half. And there's a lot of pictures of Selena where, because television can make a person look taller than what they really are, but Selena in real life is actually not tall. I'm 5'3". She's actually short for a woman. I think she's 5'4" or something in that 5'4" area. Almost. But she's 5'4", 5'5", something like that, but she's not tall. But in on TV, she looks very tall, and I thought she was tall, but she's not. And she's really thick on the bottom half, like she's a pear shape. Pear shaped bodies they gain their weight from the waist down versus the waist up. Apple shaped bodies gain their weight from the waist up. I have an apple shaped body, meaning if I was to gain weight, all of my weight will go above my waist versus below my waist. And one of my friends is a pear shape. All of her weight goes from her bottom half. So if she were to gain a lot of weight, you will see it in her butt. Like she has a huge butt. So you will see it in her butt and her thighs, and that's primarily, and maybe her ankles. And that's how Selena's body is portioned, and that's also how Beyonce's body is portioned. Beyonce has a big butt as well, and when she gains weight, it mainly goes to her lower half. Now she does have some. It does go to her arms sometimes. Like when she gains weight, you can tell by her arms that she's put some weight on her. but she also has thick, thick thighs. And she used to be subconscious about her thighs because she talked about it in an interview years ago that people called her thighs. They said her thighs, people said that her thighs look like sausages or whatever. Um, so she was self-conscious about that. But she and Selena have similar thighs when it comes to the size and stuff. So you have to look at it that way. But do I believe Selena butt is big? I mean, butt is real? Yes, her butt is real. If you go back and look at some of her photos when she started out in the 80s when she was a teenager, you can tell that she was still developing, but you can tell that the weight is mainly in her lower half. Her thighs were thickening up, her behind was thickening up, and her face was a little thicker, but that's about it. Most of her weight goes in those areas, and she's always had problems in that area. Because also, that's what the girl was talking about on the podcast that Selena, you know, was very self-conscious about her hips and her thighs, and primarily it happened. I think they got locked out of the bus or something. Something happened with the bus, and I think they got locked out, and they needed somebody. And there was a window near the next to the steering wheel that was cracked open, and they needed somebody small enough to go through the window to, I guess, to retrieve the keys or something. So Selena volunteered to do it, but I think her father said that she wouldn't be able to go through, of course, because she has a big butt and it wouldn't go through that small hole. But she thought she could do it because she has a slim waist. So when she made the attempt to do it, she got stuck in between her butt. She couldn't get through. And so she cried and was very self-conscious about her weight or about her look when it came to her lower half because she was embarrassed. So, and so she's always been self-conscious about her lower half. And so yeah, the butt is real. You can tell it's very evenly portioned, and she's always had weight on her ever since she was a teen. Now there are people out there that made videos about her so-called allegedly butt implants, stating showing pictures of when she was skinnier than her later years. There there is a specific performance where she had the guitar earrings, and she had on a leather jacket and some leather pants. That was when she was at her skinniest. She was actually sick during that, or recovering from being sick during that performance. That's why she looked so skinny, because she didn't couldn't keep anything down. I don't know if she had the flu. I think she had the flu, and I know she had bronchitis. So she was just getting over it when she had did that performance. So that's why she lost a lot of weight, because she wasn't keeping food down. So that's information for your behind. Yes. So that's why she was really skinny. But they always using that picture or that performance and comparing it to all the other pictures that she had. Now her weight was going up and down because she was also trying to lose weight to fit in her gown that she had, that she was wearing for the Grammys. And that's another reason why she was losing weight. So some pictures, she looked smaller than others, but then she gained her weight right back when she did the No Me Queda Mas video. She wore the same gown that she wore to the Grammys, and she even said it in the video, in the behind the scene footage, that she had gained weight, in the gained weight. So her gown didn't fit as perfect as it did when she went to the Grammys. But the girl's butt is real. It's real. Es Oye, ¿inventaron algún chisme? En 94 inventaron algún rumor. Sí. Inventaron, bueno, muchos rumores. Uno que mis compis no eran de verdad. Sí, sí, son de verdad. Pero sí, son de verdad. No sabía, no puedo. Now you can tell by, fake butts, because I will post some pictures of, fake butts. It will have like little dents in it. You can see the silhouette of well, not, I don't know if that's the right word to use, but you can kind of see the outline of the silicone on a on a a butt cheek. From like look at Nicki Minaj, look at Lil Kim, look at what is her name? Um, China, Black China, yeah, etc. Look at those girls, and you can tell the difference when their butt is not aligned with their legs, meaning when their legs are skinny or smaller than their behind. More than likely, that's not real. Or if it looked like it has like you're wearing a diaper, it's not real. Um, so yeah, stop with the booty shaming on her. It's real. Leave it like
Right. No, I ain't talking about my fans. I'm talking about, um, yeah, we got it, guys. It's all good.
hey, 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 it's still, baby.
It's totally fine. Watch
That
this next
is
YouTube video.
another video. So I'm going to talk about something that a supporter sent me, and they sent me a conversation that two people were having in my comment section on one of my videos in reference to Yolanda. It was stated that I guess whoever sent the comment was like their aunt was allegedly the Texas cadet murderer. So if you haven't heard about that, is Diane Zamora. She was sent to jail for a life imprisonment for the murder of Adrian Jones. Her and her boyfriend, her fiance at the time, back in '95, I think around winter '95. They were engaged to be married. They were dating for 4 years, so they met in August of '95, and they started dating while in high school. They were both in the Naval Academy. They were dating, and then they got married. They got engaged when they turned 18. So apparently, um, her fiance, his name is David Graham. He's also serving a life sentence. He confessed to Diane that he slept with another woman. He slept with another girl, which was Adrian Jones. Um, and she
Guys, that's my name.
got
Y'all know my name's AJ, but it stands for Adrian Jones.
Like she
Everybody calls me AJ though. It's short for AJ.
It stated that allegedly she banged her head on the floor. She kept banging her head on the floor, saying kill her." So that was the plan. It was premeditated. So she apparently allegedly told him, "If you don't kill her, I'm going to kill myself, or I'm gonna leave you." Best advice she should have gave him. He should have took that and ran with it. He should have, if that's what she said, he should have left. He should have left her. He should have let her, do what she need to do. If she want to kill herself, that's on her. Or if she want to leave him, that's on her. But to kill an innocent being, yes, she may have known that allegedly she may have known that they were dating and she still had sex with him, because I read that she was that she said that the sex wasn't good because she felt guilty. So that means she knew that they were dating, allegedly. And if so, I mean, I can understand she was wrong for sleeping with someone else's man. However, it wasn't to the point where she deserved to die. Now, before I get into how I know that how, she knew about about Diane. I'll get to that real quick. But before I do that, um, I will eventually see the connection, tell the connection between her and Yolanda. All right, so once Diane allegedly told her fiance that to kill her or she will kill herself, leave him, I guess they set up a plan to kill her. So um, I guess okay, I'm assuming that he called Adrian. So they went, yeah, Diane hid in the back of the car, back in the back seat, because I guess it's like a hunchback car. So she hid in the backpack. That's what I used to call it, the backpack. And they took her to this remote lake. I forgot the name of it. I think it's Joe Pool Lake or something like that. And I will have it in the video. And she I don't know why Adrian was comfortable enough to go to this lake with her because she didn't, I mean, lake with him because she did not know that that Diane was in the car hiding. So I don't know if David and Adrian was seeing each other multiple times. I don't know if it was just a one night stand, but I'm assuming if she felt comfortable going to a lake with him, that to me it seemed like they were talking with each other or each other more often that that one night of passion. Because otherwise, why would she be comfortable going to a remote, location with him? So once they reached to the destination, allegedly what I read, Diane came out of the backseat and asked Adrian, I guess this is her way of, giving her one last chance to redeem herself. She said, did you sleep with David? She confessed and said yes, but it wasn't good because I felt guilty about it. And so from then on, she allegedly hit her, and it hit Adrian in the head with a weight. So allegedly they planned, her and David planned to, kill her and then tie her body to weights and dump her body in the lake. I guess so she won't come up. So she hit her in the head, allegedly hit her in the head with the weight, and then I read allegedly that Adrian tried to fight, and then she ran in an open field. She ran, and allegedly David ran after her and shot her twice. Shot her, and then she fell to the ground, and then he ran up to her allegedly and shot her between the eyes the second time. And so then they got out of there, and they were talking amongst each other, saying, "I can't believe we just did that." Um, and then they cleaned themselves off and cleaned out the blood that was in the car. And I read that he was throwing up when they were cleaning out the car with blood. And then they got transferred to separate, down the line, they got transferred to separate naval academies. I forgot what location he went in, but she went to Annapolis, Maryland. And then, so it was on the news that they found a Jane Doe at the time because they didn't know who she was. They found her laying in the field, and they did not find any um, evidence of like sexual encounter, like rape or anything. Then they did the DNA or whatever sample, and then that's when they found out that she was the missing girl, Adrian Jones. So how Diane got caught when she transferred to the new academy, she confessed to her roommate that she committed murder. And so her roommate called the authorities to arrest her and David. And during their
I love y'all. It's all
interrogation,
good. We're gonna continue
they
watching
both had
this
similar
YouTube
stories,
videos.
but it was one
Yeah.
point
Mhm.
that David allegedly said that he never slept with Adrian, that he only said that to make Diane jealous, but then later confessed that his lawyer pressured him to say that they didn't have sex. I didn't read, um, further because it really didn't matter to me. The fact of the matter, they committed murder. Now, it was also stated that allegedly that both of them had behavior issues, Diane and David, and that they were pretty much a lethal combination. But looking on the surface, you wouldn't, people wouldn't think that they were capable of doing such things and didn't think that they had mental issues or anything because they didn't because of the way they look or the way they act. But they, behind closed doors, they were not all the way there. So yeah, obviously she
8 minutes
came
left,
in on
y'all.
the floor saying kill her because he slept with him. Yeah, I understand you're upset. If that you found out that he told that your fiance told you that he slept with somebody else. Okay, yes, that's very heartbreaking. But it's not to the point where you need to end someone's life. Just either walk away from the situation or talk it out and get to the bottom of why he did what he did. And if it's forgivable and workable, work on it. If not, walk away, period. But that's just too much like right. But now she's serving time. Well, she's been serving time in Mountain View, that's in Gainesville, Texas. That is where Yolanda is now. Now, where this video is primarily about is, allegedly someone in my comments claims that they are that Diane Zamora is their aunt and that she was sleeping with Yolanda in prison. Um, I tried to look that up. I didn't see nothing in reference to them sleeping together. There was an article that I read about their relationship, but it wasn't a romantic relationship. It was more of just a bond that they created because of their similar cases. So they said, like allegedly, Diane said in prison, she's known as the Texas cadet murderer, and Yolanda is known as the Selena murderer. So, everybody doesn't know Yolanda is convicted of killing Donald Singer Selena. Um, so yeah, they're both well hated in prison, and they both had to be isolated from the general public in the prison because they were constantly getting attacked by other prisoners because they're in a female prison. So they were constantly getting attacked by prisoners because of what they did. So they will be them two will be isolated together away from the other inmates. And from there, they created a bond because of their similar reputation. And so, from what I read, they live in a life. Well, they were because they, if they're in the private unit, they got a well air conditioned cell, and they have a single unit,
We're
and
in my
each
live in
unit
my
has
YouTube studio,
television.
y'all.
That's like living in
I
a
gotta
freaking
boil. Oh,
hotel. How does a murderer or just people in general committing crimes living in the life of luxury? Why do they get a TV? Why do they get an air conditioned prison? Nah, this is exactly why some people, to me, commit crimes repeatedly because they, now these prisons are becoming hotels. They come in like a place where it's cool to stay at because you're getting basically the same stuff you would get in the outside world in there. No, you commit a crime, your ass needs to live like a freaking animal. Sorry. Especially depending on the crime you committed. Especially if you committed murder. Oh, but heck yeah. I feel like a prisoner should be should be should not be living in a life of luxury. They need to do the time. They did the crime, they do the time, and they need to, suffer their consequences. Period. Because it's like putting a band-aid on them for crime. Like that ain't right. But anyway, they created a bond from similar crimes. Someone, a representative or someone asked Diane, does do any of the female inmates like her? And she said only Yolanda. But for some reason, I forgot. Yeah, Diane had to be
Yeah.
removed from the unit that she shared with Yolanda, and she was transferred to another prison. But there at the new prison, she was not doing well. Right? She claims that she was getting attacked, and then it was stated that she will beg, allegedly ask the female prisoners to beat her up or jump her so she could be transferred back with Yolanda. Now, it never stated in the article that she and Yolanda were sleeping together or had any type of romantic relationship. Apparently, according to the article, she is married now to an inmate, Diane. Diane is married to not an, I think it's another inmate or someone else, another guy named Stephen Mora. So she is married to a man, and she's no longer with her fiance. He's still serving a life sentence. I don't know where he is serving a life sentence at, but yeah. So apparently she's moved on. She's married. So I mean that don't mean nothing. That don't mean that she can't have a relationship with somebody else outside, whatever. But that's what I read. So there was nothing in regards to them having a relationship, a lesbian relationship. I mean, I would be surprised because, Yolanda seems like that type, but and she been in prison for all these years. I mean, sometimes prisoners turn gay. So I don't know because it's always around their own gender. So, it happened.
All right,
But
guys.
that's
I thank you
anything
guys so much for
so
watching
I don't know, but
today's
that's
live stream, and I will come back tomorrow to later on with some more live streams, and I will broadcast live on my PlayStation 4 playing GTA Online. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys. Love you guys, and peace.